All right, hello again, everybody. I'm Jamie Hudson, and it is time for another great coin conversation. And in the sports world, the month of March is not just about college basketball and all the madness or the NBA regular season winding down. It is also about a local women's football team gearing up for another season in the Women's National Football Conference. And joining me today, I'm very excited for this coin conversation because we get to talk to the Ravens MVP, O lineman Alexis Greer. Alexis, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on this coin conversation.
Hi, thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
We're very excited to chat Ravens football and women's tackle football. I mean, Alexis, some people do know about this league, but for those who don't, just tell us
Mhm.
more about it.
Yeah, so it was a league that started in 2019. It was basically a lot of people play flag football, and a lot of people were saying like, "Hey, why can't we do something more than just flag football?" Because everyone see guys playing football and they think that's just it's just a guy's game, and they came up with in 2019 with the WNFC saying, "Hey, let's try tackle." And with us, we started a team out here in Portland, Oregon, which is the Ravens, and we play for the WNFC now.
And for you guys, your practices and games are out in Milwaukee, right?
Correct, correct. So yes, we actually just started tryouts. We actually had a tryout yesterday. Was a big turnout. A lot of people showed up, and we have our national tryout starting next month in October.
That's so exciting. Alexis, so walk me through what does a season look like for you?
So, on field, off field is nothing but practicing. Like you gotta stay in the game. If you want to be the best, you gotta keep working off field, on field. It's just a lot of practicing in the gym, um, going out to meet different people, tell them about the Ravens, recruiting, and letting people know like, hey, we are out here. We do have a team for women, and we want to let people know like this is not just a men's game. It's also a women's game also.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are excited about the idea of, oh, I could go out and try out for this team. So you mentioned, Alexis, that tryouts are happening now. What's that
Mhm.
process like? And for women who want to join the team, how do they get involved?
So yeah, you could just go to our website, theoregonravens.com, or look at our social media on Instagram or Facebook, and we post every meet and greets that we have. We post tryouts and we post the national conferences, and you just go in there and apply and just come out and show out.
How do you describe last year's squad, Alexis?
I would say, with this being my first year ever playing, I would say it was wonderful. It was like a sisterhood. And with me playing basketball, grew up, that was the background was always basketball. I never played football, so I was like, hey, I miss the ladies. I miss womanhood. I miss sisterhood. So I wanted to be a part of something, and I found out about the Ravens and came to be a part of that. So it was something good to be able to be a part of again, and to see little girls look up to us and it's like, hey, mom, I want to do this, I want to do that, to let them know like, hey, don't worry about people saying that you can't do it, because if you see someone now that's actually doing what you want to do, just think about when you get older, you can still do it.
That's amazing, Alexis. And that's what's so cool about the Ravens is inspiring young girls. Do you see a lot of young kiddos out there at Ravens games?
Yes, I see a lot on the sideline, in the bleachers, on the track plan, especially even at our practices. We have a lot of parents, a lot of teammates that are parents, and we bring our kids to practice with us because at the end of the day, like we are full-time moms, we are workers. So being a part of the Ravens, they allow us to be able to have a dome, have somewhere our kids can come and see and be a part of it also. And like right now, I have a daughter, and that's all she talks about is like, hey, I want to play football when I get older. So once she gets an age, she's gonna start playing also.
So cool. Now, you mentioned, Alexis, that you played basketball growing up. So, walk me through what was your journey like to then now playing women's tackle football?
So yeah, growing up, raised in Louisiana, Murray, Louisiana was a city where it was all about sports. Like it was nothing but sports. We grew up talking about sports. Everyone played sports. And so with me having a mindset and having a background in sports, I was like, hey, I miss it. Like at the age I am, why shouldn't women or anyone be able to have to stop playing sports? And so I was like, hey, let me find something out here I can be a part of and try to get back out there and doing something I love, which is just being a part of sports. And so I went out there and I tried out and I was like, wait, this is the life. I was like, being able to be a part of something so big and to give back and to show people like I said, women's can do this also. It's not just a man's sport. It's something that everyone can do. And with me already having that mindset of like the mentality to go get it and put in the work and the determination from basketball, I just transitioned over to football with it.
And you had quite the rookie season. Alexis, I'm going to go
Yes.
through just some of your awards because it is quite the list. So
Yeah.
impressive. Okay, so last season, you earned multiple honors, including league sack leader. You had the Ravens Trench Player of the Year, which I love the name of that award.
Yeah.
That is so good, Alexis. Ravens MVP lineman, like I said earlier, and you were also the Rookie of the Year. When you think
Yes.
about the season you had, what do you take away from last year?
Um, a takeaway of never giving up. Like, even though you never did something before your day of your life, you don't know what's on the other side of the grass. Like you go out and just put all your work and everything in it into it. And like I said, like one thing I grew up knowing is for someone to be as good as you want to, like if you want to be good as someone or be like the next Kobe or the next Patrick Mahomes, you have to do stuff off field and on field. And my growing up, my aunt used to tell me like, hey, do stuff when people are not looking. Don't always just have to do it because someone say it. Just do it because once you get to doing it off field and off camera, it shows on the field. And so with me, I'd never stop putting in the work off the field. I kept putting it in, and so when I got to the field, it showed. It showed my grit, my hunger, because I love sports and something that I did not want to give up on. So I just kept putting in the work.
Alexis, how do you balance though still having a job, having your family with your daughter? I just can imagine it's got to be a tough balance.
Yes, it's not easy, but like I said, if you have that mindset, if you have to go get it mindset and the determination, I mean, the sky is the limit. Like you can just go out there and do it. You just have to have a schedule, put yourself in the moment and say like, hey, okay, this is it. This is what I have, and I just got to figure it out. Like yes, it's hard to be a full-time mom and a full-time worker and go out and do something that you love, but usually for the people that actually love it, they make a way. And to be honest, anyone can do it. It's just you have to put in the work.
Your mindset, Alexis,
Yeah.
it is awesome. Just talking to you in these last few minutes, I'm like, yes, you are someone that I'm gonna always root for,
Thank
Alexis.
you. Thank you.
Yes. Just thinking about women's tackle football, obviously, here in the state of Oregon, there's been a lot more talk about flag football. That could be a league for girls in high school here coming up with the OSAA. When you talk about or you think about injuries, there's
Mhm.
quite a few people I think that would be worried about that. So,
Mhm.
what goes into the training staff and their role with the Oregon Ravens? And I got to imagine that staying healthy, staying injury free is like at the top of the list of the Ravens organization.
Yes, that is one thing that I love about the Ravens. They focus on that so much. And one thing that I can say that I love that we have a PT that we work with. At the beginning of the season, they have us go out and work with North Lakes PT physical therapy to make sure that we're in shape, make sure that we can stop injuries that can occur. So we have the chiropractor, we have the PT that's on standby every game, every practice, just to make sure no injuries are there.
for you personally, and then looking at the team next season, what are some goals as you look ahead to the future?
So the goal for next year is to make it to the playoffs. That is one thing that's on our mind right now. That's our focus. That's what we're determined. That's the grit that we have right now. And to be honest, with the last season we have and going into the new season, every girl on the team is hungry for it. So I feel like if everyone has the same hunger, they're gonna go for it. And so that's like one big goal right now is for us to get to the playoffs. And then once we get to the playoffs, the next goal is hitting the championship. Just to bring it home to the Ravens.
Yes, Alexis. Now, I know Milwaukee, you all hosted a playoff round, right, last year?
Yeah. hmm
What was that experience like, just having more teams, be here and just be around our region?
It was a blessing because a lot of teams came, like we had teams from Texas, we had teams from Kansas City, we had teams from every place, like every state come to visit the Oregon Ravens and to visit Portland, just for them to come to Oregon to see and for us to experience that and be a part of something big it was just a blessing. It's like something that you never think of that would happen, and it happened here in Oregon, and it's just now with us being able to host playoffs this year, who knows? Next year we might host it again, and hopefully everyone comes out to the games. But it was a blessing to see everyone come together and pull it off.
That's super cool. And last year, the WNFC championship game, it was on ESPN too. I was
Yes,
reading the viewership. I mean, what,
yes,
over 2 million? No, over 5.5 million. Excuse me, five and a half
yes.
million viewers. Alexis, what did that mean to you as a player, and what do you think that means to the league to see that support?
Yes, me as a player, it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. For us to be able to get on ESPN just for the whole league, I feel like women's sports is not out there as much as guys sports. I mean, like yes, we have the WNBA, we have golf, we have tennis, but when it comes down to football, that is something that's like looked over because, like I said, everyone thinks it's a men's game, and I don't want to take it away from the men. It's like, yeah, that's your guys' game, but we can do the exact same thing you guys can do, and for us to be able to go on ESPN, it was something big that never you would never see happen. And just to be able to be a part of that, just to be in Texas to witness that was just a blessing.
Wait, so you were at the championship game, Alexis?
Yes, because I made it to All Pro. So with me being able to go to All Pro, I was able to actually be in the stands to watch the championship game. And then the next day after, I had a game to be playing the All Pro game, which was the top 100 players in the whole league that made it to play against each other.
That is incredible. What
Thank
was
you.
that experience like, and what was the support like down there?
It was like I felt like I was at a candy store. It's like if I was like a little baby again at the candy store, just want everything. It just felt it was overwhelming, but it was a good overwhelming.
Hmm.
Because to know that I had people in the stands to watch me, not just for me, just to come and support the Ravens. Because I had another teammate who was able to go with me also, and her name was Amber O'Connor. She was able to make it to All Pro also, and for us to be able to have fans and family members behind us to support us 100% to fly all the way to Dallas, Texas to see that it was just overwhelming and just to know that hey, we got this, we can do this even though like I said everyone says it's the men's sports, but from just this year alone and what we have already accomplished, I can't just wait to see what comes next year.
No kidding. Oh no, it's very exciting, Alexis.
Yeah.
So when you think about a next season and community support, I know that's so big. Not only I'm sure getting fans, out to games, but just being involved in some way with the Ravens. So for people that are watching our podcast right now, what do you want to tell the community and how can they help get involved with the Ravens?
Yeah, so they can go to our website and support. We need a lot of support because this is a sport where women's are not getting paid. Like we don't get paid to play like the NFL. Like I said, it's a full time. We have full time jobs, full time parents, and for us to go out there and put our bodies on the line and do something we love, we would just love the community to come and help support even like our games or come to some of our fundraisers or even help be on the board because we are looking for people to be a part of our board. So if anyone wants to be a part of the Ravens or even volunteer or give back, they can just go to our website and reach out to us.
And Alexis, travel is a big thing too. I mean, talk to me about where you play. Like, where are the other teams that you're facing during the season?
Yes. So this year we actually added a new bracket to us. So we last year we played Utah, we played Las Vegas, we played San Diego, we played Seattle. This year they added on Kansas City Glory. So we will be playing Kansas City this year and Utah and San Diego, LA, Seattle, and more teams hopefully once we hit the playoffs. But we play all over. We have over I want to say over 17 teams in the WNFC. So we have one in probably almost each state. We're trying to hit all 50 states, but right now we have 17 teams.
So cool. Do you talk with other players about, trying to grow the league? I mean, Alexis, you mentioned the WNBA, and obviously that's been exploding. And
Hmm.
it's so cool to see players on social media and just trying to give fans more access, I guess.
Hmm.
Are you all trying to do that and connect with fans more? I imagine you are.
Yes, yes. So we did like a lot of our social media. So like our Instagram, we interact with a lot of people now on our Instagram and our Facebook and website. So every game we try to interact with all fans. We go to events, nonprofit events, try to be a part to help out and to get ourselves out there because hey, we're a community and we all need the support and the help. So the Ravens is big on community and support and family, and so we put ourselves out there to any way we can to help with an event that someone's throwing, or even if we go to like schools and talk to the little kids and tell them about the flag camps that we have going on and the little back to school camps and back to school days that we do for kids just to get ourselves out there and just to let the community know like hey, even though we just play football, we do care about our community.
Talk to me about the coaching staff. I know when I went out to a Ravens practice a couple years ago, I, everyone is so passionate and so dialed in. So, how do you describe the coaches for the Ravens?
I love the coaches. I do. We actually just got a new head coach, Bethany. She came from Colorado. She used to coach up there, and our coaches, I would say it's like a love-hate situation. Like they give us a tough love, but at the
Mhm.
end of the day, it's like, hey, we got to get this done. And that's something that we need because it's like if we want to make it to the playoffs, if we want to make it to the championship, we got to put in the work. And that's one thing that I love about our coaches. Like when we're on the field, they're gonna make sure we're putting in the work. And then off field is when it's time to like, hey, hang out, joke around and everything. But we it's time for when once we're on the field, it's time to put it in the work and just know that hey, we're the Ravens, we got this, we're a family. At the end of the day, if you guys need anything, we're here, but let's get it together. So I love all my coaches because they make sure that they're there for each and one of us. We also have a mental coach, so because a lot of that people deal with a lot of mental things, and so we have one like a coach that talks to us, and we have a counseling coach. So we have a lot. So people mental does not go unrecognized because I mean this is a sport, and a lot of things does goes on behind the camera and at home, and so you don't want to just go out there and just put it to the side. So we do have people that can help you out and talk to you about stuff like that too.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
Alexis. And that's great to just have that awareness out there
Hmm.
and let people know that because this is such a grueling sport, not just physically, I can
Yes.
imagine mentally, emotionally out there.
Yes.
Yes. Well, what would you like people to take away the most from this conversation? Because it is obvious, Alexis, that you are so passionate about playing for the Oregon Ravens, and not just because of the games and the X's and O's, but
Hmm.
because of the camaraderie that you all have, and that you really, I mean, I can get the sense that it really is like a family out there.
Hmm. I just want everybody to know, like, hey, if you love sports, if whatever you love, don't give up on it because at the end of the day, it's something out there that you can always do. Like I said, I did basketball. I didn't give up on my dream. I just switched it over to football. So I just say with us coming into a new season, we need the support. We need the communities to come together to stand behind us. Last year that we did fill up the stands, and next season I hope we can do it again. But we need more girls that want to get out there, want to be a part of something, and want to be a part of our culture because we do have a good culture and we're big on family. And so if you're looking to be a part of something, come join the Ravens and have fun with us.
I love that, Alexis. Yes. So, one last time, where can women go that are interested in becoming part of the team? Where should they go?
Yeah, so you just go to our website at OregonRavens.com or you can inbox us on our Instagram at Oregon Ravens.
Awesome. Oh, Alexis, thank you so much. I am
Thank you.
excited for this new season coming up in March. We're going to head
Yes,
out to Milwaukee High School Saturdays. That's
yes,
going to be fun.
yes. Please come and support. Hey, it's a good thing, and we're also thinking about bringing a band this year. So hopefully we have a band this year.
That'd be super fun. Love that. Well, thank you so much, Alexis.
Thank
Thank you for your
you.
time. I know you are very busy, but thank you so much for joining me here on this coin conversation.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, Alexis. All
Bye
right. Good
bye.
luck with the season and good luck with all the training ahead of the season.
Thank you. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.